John Myrtle is a fraud. John Myrtle is a fraud. Who is John Myrtle? Fraud. Look in the dictionary. Search fraud. See John Myrtle face. He was supposed to replace Ed Woodward, right? Who was treating Manchester United the same way a horrible stepdad would treat that stepchild, right? Manchester United was pretty much just, that toxic relationship, a toxic and terrible toxic stepdad is just pretty much one that just solves any problems by just spending your money. Not all the time, only to just calm the fire, only to just band-aid the situation. And that was Ed Woodward. He was Manchester United's stepdad. Horrible stepdad. Guess who came in next? John Myrtle. Claiming to be a better father. Guess what? He just proved himself to be once more another fraud. The show is the Football Power Hour. The person on fraud alert, on fraud watch list today is John Myrtle. Tell me how we missed out on Cody Gakpo. This is supposed to be a preview for Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest. But I'm out here mad as a mug. How did we miss out? Make that part make sense. My goodness. I am so I don't even know what the term is. I don't even know how to describe the feeling. It's just beyond. How could we miss out on Cody Gakpo? Man, custom built for Man United. Closest thing to a Holland type specimen that we have. Show me a forward that has the same kind of he's actually, the difference between him and Holland, he's a footballer. Holland is a finisher. And now Pep is over there having to work backwards. Eric could have been working frontwards. He could have been working the right way, working with a footballer. We saw what he did in the World Cup. Pass the ball to him, it sticks. He's not a Lukaku type player. Holland he's a white Lukaku, you know that, right? He's an excellent finisher, cold finisher, but in tight spaces he can't do nothing. Retaining the ball, he can't do nothing. You can't play him as a target man. And we missed out on that? Depressing. I thought we were going to end the year on a high. I thought it was going to be a beautiful ending to the year, but guess what? Now United just had to just go and spoil it. But big shout out to you for tuning in. This show is the Football Power Hour. You're rocking with me, Botona Papi, and we are going to preview real quick this Nottingham Forest game, right? And we're not gonna try to be too emotional about it because what's that gonna do? What's that gonna do at the end of the day? It's gonna make us even more frustrated because we're missing out. Here's the thing. How can we miss out? We want to be competing with Liverpool. We want to be competing with Manchester City. We want to be competing with Arsenal, and we are right here sleeping. We have a scouting department What exactly are you scouting? What exactly is the recruitment department doing? Definitely not recruiting. We missed out on Darwin Nunes. We missed out on Enzo Fernandez. We could have got Enzo Fernandez a long time ago before his price went up, before the World Cup. Anyway, let's talk about this game real quick. What? This is just so frustrating. And Manchester United, you know what's wider in the news today? Jesse Lingard hits out at Manchester United for false promises. False promise. Now, we are out here crying because we got false promises from you, John Myrtle, man. We thought we were going to be in a revolution. What the hell was that? Definitely, this is no revolution of no kind. You know, treating Manchester United like your side piece. A bad side piece for that matter. Anyway, Nottingham Forest. Let's talk about Nottingham Forest real quick. Nottingham Forest is managed by that man Steve Cooper. Born in he's Welsh, you know, right? He was born in Wales. And actually the name Steve Cooper is kind of funny. It sounds like the new physics teacher or the new guy, the new deputy something. I don't know. You know, it's got a ring to it. It's definitely not a manager ring, in my opinion. But anyway, Steve Cooper. Steve Cooper is a guy who, when he was asked to describe his type of football, he said, we want to play with purpose, dominate possession, play forward, and get the ball back as quickly as we can. That sounds like most managers. Which manager doesn't want to play with purpose? But anyway, but it does give a little bit of insight of how he actually sets up his teams, because we know that for sure. With Swansea City, I've seen a few games. I'm not going to pretend that I watched Swansea City all season, you know, in the championship or whatever. You know, I've seen a few games when it's like, say, like an FA Cup game, or like, you know, that playing oh my goodness, what was that game? I can't even remember the name of the game right now. But the main thing is Steve Cooper was at Swansea City and now he's at Nottingham Forest. But like I wanted to talk a little bit about his record, or how he got up to the ladder to be a Premier League manager. He pretty much was the England's under-16 coach, and then he got the job to be the under-17 coach and had a very good run in 2017 and won the World Cup. Not the World Cup in Qatar, the under-17 World Cup. It actually went home in 2017, and that was thanks to Mr. Cooper. And that's how he actually got his break into Swansea City in 2019. And then, you know, he had a good spell at Swansea City with about a 44% win ratio or winning percentage. And then after Swansea City, he got the job at Nottingham Forest, I think, from 21st of September 2021. And he's actually had a very, very higher, a very good winning percentage. And it's actually higher than what he had at Swansea City. It's higher than 50%. So the question is, which part of the 50% are we going to be when we play tonight? That's the main thing. Steve Cooper, as I said, with the few games that I had seen in Swansea City and the Nottingham Forest games, like, we can see that he organizes his team very defensively. They're very stubborn to break down defensively. They're brave passing the ball forward. Sometimes they lose the possession a lot. And as a player, he was a professional player and he was a defender. So it makes sense that he has a very stubborn defense. He organizes his team first from the back to make sure let's lock down the defense, and then we can figure out how to move the ball forward. And because everybody has that sort of different approach. Some people want to fix the offense first and then go backwards, and they're more offensive-minded people, and that's some coaches that are more defensive-minded, and Steve Cooper definitely falls on the defensive end of the spectrum. But the main thing that's really cool is that also he has a couple of formations that are attributed to him, 4-2-3-1, which is obviously one of the most used formation and also probably the most stable defensively too. 5-3-2 is another formation that he's used a lot, and 3-5-2, a defensive 3-5-2 is another formation that he has used. And the later formations that he's been using is 3-4-1-2 and 4-3-3. He might actually be brave and pull out a 4-3-3. We don't know. But the main thing is like he's very comfortable with sort of letting other teams have possession. He's very comfortable with he's setting his team to be like, yo, it's all good. Let them have the ball. And I just specifically want to just take a super quick look at the game that he played versus this is before the World Cup, by the way, because that's pretty much, I feel like that's where, like, when he had built that momentum from the beginning of the season up until when the World Cup was just starting. The game that really impressed me was Nottingham Forest versus Crystal Palace, because I obviously love Vieira also from Crystal Palace. So he is a manager that I love, and I think he is going to get a break, just how Graham Potter left the hood, how Graham Potter left the hood and went to Chelsea. So I believe Patrick Vieira is going to be the next manager to do that. But the main thing is, please don't forget to drop the like. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I see some people coming in and out, which is dope. Big up to y'all. And I just want to quickly talk about how Nottingham Forest beat Crystal Palace 1-0. And it was a very interesting game because Crystal Palace had 69% possession of the ball, and they just could not get a shot on target. So this is the stubborn defensive setup that Steve Cooper can actually execute well. That game, Crystal Palace had 633 passes, while they only passed the ball 284 times. And as I said, 2 shots on target for Nottingham Forest, and Crystal Palace had 0 shots on target for the whole 19 minutes. So it was that boy Morgan Gibbs-White who we might just have to watch out for. Another player to watch out for is Kouyaté, if he's also there. That whole left-hand side with Lodi and possibly Jesse Lingard, who's probably going to have a lot of things to prove versus Manchester United. That's going to be very, very an interesting flank to observe, to see how that Nottingham Forest performs versus Manchester United. But the main thing is Steve Cooper also, he knows how to give his players confidence. We remember also what they did to Liverpool. That Liverpool bus still lost in the Nottingham Forest. So, I just want to quickly say, all right, that is the thing to observe is, will he set up with 3 forwards or 2 forwards? Because having 3 forwards definitely frees one person in the midfield, and that's going to allow us to look at that. That doesn't matter. The World Cup is over. Let's not talk about that, because that squad definitely did not win the World Cup. I saw Gakpo in there, and now he's gone to Liverpool. I just had to. I was tracking that boy, Anyway, now the predicted lineup. Let's move on to the predicted lineup real quick. So obviously we're going to have David De Gea in goal. We're going to have Luke Shaw as left back. So this is either going to be Harry Maguire or actually Harry this side and then Victor this side, but whatever. Victor Lindelof. And so I have a strange feeling that because we might just have the ball a lot, Ten Hag might pull a surprise and bench Harry Maguire and put Casemiro there. He did that versus Bournemouth, but Casemiro played well, but the person that actually played better was Wan-Bissaka. He got the assist, that ball that he gave to Eriksen. So in the system of meritocracy, Aaron Wan-Bissaka should get a spot, even though we've seen Ten Hag really on Premier League games prefer Malacia at right back than actually playing Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So that is how that defense looks like. It looks like that Ole Gunnar defense. But hey, we got to second with this defense. So, obviously the midfield, we've got Casemiro. If he doesn't start at center back for Harry Maguire, he's obviously going to be there. And then Eriksen and Bruno. Then obviously the left is owned by Marcus Rashford, and we have Anthony Martial. I was gonna write Anthony because that's another Anthony. This is double A batteries, but we're gonna write Martial and then Anthony. That's the predicted 11 right there. Boom. And we'll see. I have a feeling that I'm gonna be 100% right. The only thing that could be different is if Casemiro goes here, Scott McTominay goes into the midfield. And knowing Ten Hag, he actually might do that. Eric Ten Hag might just do that. Because, we started the season with McTominay in midfield. Why not just do it again? Eric might just, there's just a little inkling, that I have. But we know that Marcus Rashford owns that left-hand side. He's been in hot form. The boy's been killing it. I gotta give him the flowers and say he scored that free kick. Boom! I haven't given him flowers for that free kick. My man shattered the I can't even remember which team they were playing, but there was a beautiful free kick. He's been in red hot form since even prior to the World Cup and was able to carry it over to the World Cup. And he scored that amazing solo run in the Carabao Cup game. And yeah, I'm expecting a lot from Marcus Rashford this game. Today, Marcus Rashford got to get a goal. And then also Anthony gonna announce himself again. That's just my hope. That's my prediction. And I don't know. Tell me about yours. I'm definitely still gutted that we missed out on Cody Gakpo because the man, like he speaks the same language as Ten Hag, man. How can we miss out on Cody Gakpo? We gonna keep going for the low hanging fruit when we trying to be a superpower, when we trying to be a big dog. We got to start recruiting like big dogs, man. Got me angry and I haven't had breakfast yet. The thing about it is like, I'm like, okay, I don't need to be angry about it. But I'm like, no, I have to be angry about it. It's not like Manchester United just fell upon this situation where they were like, oh, we were counting on Ronaldo for the next 5 years. Where was the Ronaldo replacement thinking before even Ronaldo did the interview? Where was the Cavani replacement when Cavani left? All we did was bring back Martial from loan, a player that we already had. Where was the Cavani replacement then? Who got Mata's contract now? Tell me about that. Can we not give that to Amrabat? Oh man, this is like, what Manchester United pisses me off really? Why they piss me off is because Fabrizio Romano reported this. Manchester United has been given a green light to enter negotiations with Cody Gakpo. We saw that. We saw that tweet. We heard the announcement. Fabrizio Romano don't just say nothing unless it's true. I trust Fabrizio Romano more than I trust my girl. Next thing you know, Liverpool and Cody Gakpo. When Cody Gakpo swiped right on Manchester United. When Cody Gakpo swiped right on Liverpool and said, I'm down. Write the damn message. How are we going to keep swipe right? Seriously, this Tinder analogy is for real. How are we going to match with people and then not enter negotiation? There was no reports about it. This bid was rejected. We never even made a single bid, man. Then they're going to get him for just less than 50 million? What was the scouting? Was the scouting department not watching the World Cup? Did they not see how Cody Gakpo freaking bailed out Louis van Gaal, the side-to-side merchant? Didn't they see that? Who? 3 moments of magic. Left foot, right foot, head. Liverpool submits a bid. The bid gets accepted. These guys making the year end terrible already. And how's Ten Hag going to succeed if you don't give him the tools? That's my question. How is our manager? We have a good manager. Simon, big up to you, Simon. Big up to you, Solo. So Simon says, if you had money, would you bet on United today? Simon, no. No. Even if I can imagine, I don't even want to bet on United with money that I can imagine, with my imaginary money, with the money that I'm imagining I'm going to have in 2023, 2024. I don't even want to bet with that, the thought of it. Right now, I'm thinking I have 5 Bitcoins that I haven't had yet, and I'm not going to even think about betting. What is our recruitment doing? What a recruitment department doing? Not recruiting. Just chilling. What did they think Cody Gakpo was going to be available till the last week of the transfer? Like sometimes you have to ask yourself, like, what? How does Liverpool get a deal done in 48 hours and we can't get? Can they not ask for the whatever it is? It's like, yo, bro, give me a copy of the transfer papers that y'all use for Darwin Núñez. I just want to use it as a template. You just ask for the damn paper. These guys, it's the end of the World Cup. They're scratching their head. They're like, oh, yeah. How do you submit a bid again? Man, where do we put the bid papers? And right now, Liverpool scooped. Man, Simon, do you understand? It's early in the morning in America right now, and I'm angry. I have no reason to be angry, but now these guys making me sad, man. I don't want to cry, man. This club. I thought we were done. I thought we had rebuilt. I thought we were moving on. Big up to you, Solo. Man, my G, big up to you for tuning in. Solo says, I wouldn't get too upset about it. It's Manchester United. What do we expect? Is it what it's come to, Solo? We just go lower our expectations. Man, if my question is, why are we missing out on the youngest, hottest prospects right now? What's our ambition? What's our plan? Mr. You know, we could have got Enzo Fernandez when we all know Ralph been singing the Enzo song before the World Cup. Now we're going to get an overpriced Enzo. And don't tell me it's all according to plan, because now we're going to get João Felix and we only have load money. Man, the reports are just so, man. Woosah. Arsenal are 7 points clear, but I can't even woosah, Simon. I can't. Memphis, are we going to get Memphis Depay? Are we going to end up with the free agent? Bling, bling, Memphis. Hit the like button, man. I'm going to need to go make some tea. We gonna be back a little later, we'll see you. I'm gonna do a watch along, but I'm gonna do a watch along for the game later. Maybe, yeah, actually I should. Maybe that will just like help. You know what? We are gonna do a watch along. We need Memphis. Okay. Oh no. Simon says they need Memphis more than Depay. Simon, yeah, you're right. Memphis, I wouldn't mind seeing Memphis in Serie A. I think that's where he would actually flourish. That should be his next step. He shouldn't come to the Premier League again. Don't we learn our lesson with exes? Never ends well. Ronaldo, Pogba. And now Memphis? Nah, I can't take Memphis. Simon, please have Memphis. I'm going to give you Memphis all day. Big up to y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button. And yeah, I need to go. I thought this was going to be therapeutic, but I'm still guest right now. So we're going to have to do a watch along. Big up.